Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. I'm just going to go on and make sure my live's working. Just give me a minute. There we go. It's working. If you haven't been here before, what I do in Psychic Cafe is go deeper into the daily read. But if you're watching the replay and you haven't seen the daily read for Sunday, the 22nd of March yet, then I'll put a link up there for that. And so if you're watching the replay, just pause this, watch that, come back. You'll know more about what I'm talking about there. So go deeper into the daily read by picking more cards and reading it. Then I've picked a card out from another deck as well on my iPad there, which gives us a bit of a different kind of a reading for the day. And then I'm going to be giving everyone mini readings who comes on live. So stick around for that. Okay, let's do this. Is anybody on? The numbers aren't working because it says 0, but I'm on my phone. So the daily read today, it was all about drama and how we like to cause drama. We're human beings. We've got this annoying tendency to want to cause drama, especially when times are boring, which, let's face it, it's pretty boring, isn't it? It can be pretty boring if you're spending time by yourself, if you're in isolation. So we can want to create drama. We can get sucked into the drama. We can try and, just get involved with everyone's prophesizing and all of this. And it doesn't help us. It really doesn't help our energy. And so it's a really good idea to keep in mind when you're watching the daily reads that I record them in about 2 weeks in advance. And so it's really interesting, the stuff that I was talking about 2 weeks ago, when none of this was a major problem for a lot of us. And so, yeah, very interesting about the dramas. But those lovers kind of relationships and past relationships, they could be coming up now. So if you think about it, people from your past would be getting in touch right now and asking and, maybe trying to connect with you or something. And so there's a lot of forgiveness that can be given out at the moment. And so if you've got past people showing up, especially past lovers, it could be that forgiveness is in order now. What else was there? It's about trusting ourselves as well, really trusting ourselves now. And so the card for the day is intention. Intention. Let me read that out for you. Intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me come true. So this is a kind of surrender card, isn't it? But having that clear intention of the best outcomes, maybe for everybody. But that's why I called this Psychic Cafe Peaceful Intentions to, you could have, if you find that you're getting caught up in the drama, it's really hard not to, right? All you need to do is go on social media, and there's a lot of drama on there at the moment. And as I said, it's a natural human trait to do that. But you could set an intention today to switch off from that, and that would probably serve you really well. So let me read that out again. Intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me come true. Beautiful. I love these cards. They're really cute. Right, let's go deeper into the daily then. Who's on? Pop a message up saying where you're watching from, who you are, where you're watching from. Nice. So the first 2 cards out today are get support and intimacy. Yeah, get help. If you need help, if you need support, if it's emotional support, whatever kind of support you need, then get that. I'm really busy at the moment because services like mine are really needed right now. People need that emotional support. They need some clarity. They need the guidance to be using this time wisely and to get some direction. And so it's been amazing for me. I've really enjoyed it. Being able to help people more. And that's my intention, to help people through whatever. And so whatever support you need at the moment, this is saying get it, and get it from those that you're intimate with, so the people that are around you that you still have access to, or reach out online. Hey Matt, how are you going? How's it in your end of the world? So yeah, this is asking us to get support. Remember this, it's bringing communities together where we have been isolated before. It's weird, in our isolation, we're actually bringing communities together. Oh, it's not weird really. Getting away from the superficial stuff. Hey Saska, how are you? You good? How's all the craziness everywhere? I broke the barrier again this morning to take that photo. Hey Aphrodita. You missed a bit of it. Yeah, that's okay. Matt, I feel like I've been on the path of gentle okayness with a situation like this for 5 months. Now it's just been affirmed by world events. Yeah. True. Yes, very interesting times. Very interesting times. I'm good. Oh, my training closed down yesterday. We were training in the afternoon and the man came with the order from the government to close down. So that's it. That's all my social interaction gone now. It's probably for the best that we're not doing that together, but still. No. So yeah, it was a sad day. But it's okay. I can work out by myself. I can break the pool barrier and go and work out there. I don't really want to work out on the driveway. I don't think there's any need for me to do that. And I'm not working out on my balcony because I've got a next door neighbor who's like 2 meters away from me on the balcony, who is still going out all the time, still going out partying, coughing all the time in his room. My balcony isn't safe, so I'd rather be out there in the garden. Here in Australia, they're still open. Oh, really? It's a delicate balance, isn't it? You know, it's like gyms, you stay healthy, you know, you taking access to things away from people that keep people healthy is kind of it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? But you know, we can do this. Like a couple of years ago, I did this anyway. I isolated myself for ages. When I stopped drinking, stopped going out, I really isolated myself. I've done it before, I can do it again. Slightly different now. I was going out to eat. I'm not going out to eat now. The restaurants are still open, but I'm not chancing that because, of course, there's still a few tourists here. And what are they doing? They're not in their rooms cooking. They haven't got the facilities for that, so they're going out to the restaurants and eating. And there still has been a flow of people in. So, yeah, it's safer just to I'll do my grocery shopping today and just eat at home, stay at home. Can work out on my own, find a way. Yeah, and you know, there's some great, I love doing high intensity workouts, and there's some great workouts online. So I'm good. Apart from that, that was a bit of a disappointment because, you know, that's my family too. And they'll be leaving the island, those guys. They'll take this chance to have a holiday with their families. So, family gone. But I can get through this. Matt, some states are doing nothing, encouraging people to go out and spend money, while others are putting out declarations that people need to stay in their homes. Yeah. Watch such an... Yeah. Maybe I'll share, if you want to know about that, but it's all about, he's just taken a really unbiased view at all of the timeline and everything for diseases with very similar symptoms to this, like it could have been around last year in America, from biological warfare labs, from the surrounding areas of that. And then, yeah, it's just so interesting. You can't put, there's no like really firm, there's no firm conclusions from it, but it was a very interesting video to watch. And so, yeah, if you want that and you're got connected with me on Facebook, just send me a message and I'll send it to you. Try and find it again. Australia's still open. Yeah, I don't know. We just don't know about it, do we? We haven't got very much information about it. It's new. And so everyone's just guessing, really. It's getting better and better information from actual scientists. I wouldn't, you know, some people are passing around information and I would get it straight from the scientists or straight from the doctors rather than things that are being passed around on Facebook in messages and stuff. I wouldn't rely on that stuff at all. Aphrodita, there are so many apps to work from home. It's really good. Yeah, work out from home. Yeah, there is. Yeah, we've got it easy, really, as long as all of that keeps on working, as long as, like, because people are behind all of these things. YouTube, I've noticed, been producing all of my videos and everything and uploading them. YouTube has got more glitches now than it usually has, and that'll be because staff aren't there to sort things out, and so hopefully that whole infrastructure, online infrastructure, carries on going. Otherwise, that would be really freaky, wouldn't it? So deeper into the daily read, what else have we got? We've got getting support from others, from people that we're intimate with, mostly, but of course you can always reach out online. I've been pretty busy with readings, and my new moon readings are half price this weekend, so there's still a chance to get one of those. Yeah, what was I going to say then? The new moon, it's in 2 days, on the 24th. That's what I was going to say. A mind blip then. So freedom and trust myself. This trust myself card came out in the daily read today. And of course, we are being given freedom. It feels like our freedoms are being taken away, but it's not true. It's like we're being given more freedom at the moment, freedom to choose. And it seems like our choices have been taken away, and many choices have been taken away at the moment. But we've got that internal freedom of being given space to make some really good decisions at the moment. I mean, I just, last night, I uploaded my new moon reads. And yeah, a lot of it was about this, about making decisions for what we want our lives to be about, what we want to bring back into our lives when all of this is over with, and what we don't. This is a time of change, of great change. It's when things like this happen that we can actually make change, so people aren't clinging on to the way things have been, because it's all taken away from us, right? And so it's a time of great change. And so on a personal level, and it has to start on a personal level, we get to decide. So we've got to trust ourselves in that, trusting ourselves in this freedom that we've got, that we can handle it. And it's actually a gift, giving us that time to focus on what we want to focus on, which of course is all the more reason not to get caught up in the drama, right? Not to spend all of our time just gossiping and guessing about this coronavirus either, which is so easy to do. I know, so easy to get sucked in, especially if you're on social media. It's kind of boring right now on social media, isn't it? Nothing else on there. So we've got expansion, follow my knowing too. So this is a great time to get focused on things that we want to expand. So the stuff that we can work on, the stuff that we can do. Oh, really? Looks all right on my phone. Although I've not really been looking at my phone to see what the connection's like, so that's good. So expansion, follow my knowing. This is about your intuition. It's like this morning I thought, well, what can I do now when I woke up? And I thought, well, you know what I could do is I could record the videos for my weight loss stuff and for the healthy eating program that I've got. I could do that. Maybe not today. I'm feeling like, well, today's going to be full of those new moon readings, and guidance readings as well that have been ordered. But yeah, I could do that this week as I'm in lockdown. And so whatever you've had an idea about like that, what can you get on with in your home if you're in your home? Some people have still got to go out to work. People, especially in the health profession, have still got to keep going. Good on you if you're doing that. And look, the freedom card has come out again. We've got relax into this freedom. Relax to the freedom that we've been given. This is that about acceptance of where we're at. Just, we are where we are. And the more we can accept that, the more we can relax. The more we can relax, the better our immune system is, the better our emotional state is, all of that. Third coffee this morning. Yeah. So who wants a reading? Put up a message saying me, please, and I'll do that for you. Matt says, "Ooh, I'll definitely be happy with a double dose of freedom." For sure. Funny thing happened last night. So I was listening. I put a YouTube video on, the Leo King. Do you follow that guy? I do sometimes, but it's a bit yelly. He yells. It's a lot yelly, in fact. And I put his recent video. I think it was his most recent video. I don't know. It came up on my YouTube thing. I put that on, and then I fell asleep to it. And then I had a waking up dream that he was yelling at me in my dream. And I was like, what are you talking about? It was like yelling, telling me that I'm doing something when I'm not. I'm like, in this dream, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I woke up and he's actually yelling from my phone next to the bed. The video was still going. I'm like, what the hell? Switch that off. Went back to sleep without him yelling at me. Who wants a reading? Pop up a message saying me, please, and I'll do that for you. See, my cards for the day, I've got one step at a time and be artistic. So I'll pull these cards out, and it was shortly after having that idea that I'll record that, the weight loss stuff but that's saying like I don't need to do it fast. And I know I don't need to do it fast either. I can take my time. Can take my time with that. And look at this, be supportive and peace. Helping people to be peaceful, to get through this. I love that. So yeah, I'm here today. Apart from when I'm going shopping. I'm going to go shopping right after this. Hopefully before. It's not busy. It's a small island. It's not busy anyway, but I'd rather go to the shops when there's less people there. Aphrodite's up first. Yes, Aphrodite. This is about taking a step backward, knowing things all is well. This too shall pass, and getting on with life. You know, probably a lot of people are thinking you should just like be caught up in this and just be thinking about this, and it's very draining, isn't it? It's very draining to be caught up in it all and be thinking about that. And this is saying like you're okay, it's okay, and you can take that risk to focus on something else and get going with something else. Taking that risk. Have you been thinking about doing something, Aphrodite? Something to do with your work, maybe a new line of work. Brilliant work. Time for everybody to be meditating at the moment to really get that clarity, because I've noticed myself, you know, my energy is being affected by this. It's being affected by the collective, and that's one of the problems, especially doing the videos, recording the videos. I'm picking up on the energies to read them, and it's like right now I don't really want to be doing that. One-on-one's cool, but yeah, the videos, the ones that I recorded yesterday, that was harder on my energy than usual, and that's because of the collective consciousness. So it's a great time to meditate. Meditate not to pick up on the collective consciousness, but get connected to our higher selves. You know, yeah, your own business. It's good. Matt, I don't really have any questions right now. It feels like everything is decided for me, but it's fun to get readings while I'm here. It certainly is. It's really neat how much the daily reads line up with the current events, isn't it? I know. I'm helping myself with them right now. Yeah. So that one today, I did that. It was about 2 weeks ago. I did that as early because of me having to go to Kuala Lumpur. So that was, yeah. I'm ready to work in corporate currently and setting up own business as Reiki healer and coach. Well, yeah, get on with that and get creative with that. Much needed at the moment. And my energy healings as well. When you get one of the half price new moon readings, if you've been thinking about getting an energy healing with me, you can add it on for half price as well. I changed the add-ons to be cheaper as well. So if you've been thinking about getting one of those, get a new moon reading at the same time, because then you get two things for the price of one kind of thing. Matt, struggling to rest your mind, to get creative, meditation. Sit in meditation first. It's the only thing that does it. I get so creative after I've sat in meditation. And as I said, meditation is really hard right now because the first thing that happens when we sit in meditation, or it does for me, is to start picking up on the collective consciousness. You know, when your mind settles down, then it's the layer of the collective consciousness, which is really it at the moment. And then you get down to the quieted mind and your higher self comes through. So you have to struggle through with your meditation to get to that point, Aphrodite. Yeah, it is. I know it's harder now than ever, but we've got to do it, right? We've got to do it. So Matt, again, you and your creativity too, Matt. Allowing yourself to move forward now. This is like the gateway's open for you. It's like what you were waiting for has happened. You're being allowed now to move forward with what you wanted to do. Look at this, Matt. I am that service. This is, I've said this in the weekly reads and I've said it in the new moon reads for some signs as well, is that especially for light workers, especially for people helping out, those assisting, those being supportive, that is what is becoming valuable now. Times are changing. And so, Matt, this is allowing you to actually move forward now. This is what you've been waiting for. So who are you? Your service. How can you be of service? How can you help people right now? Move ahead with that. Because the times right now, this is a gift for many people. There you go. And that's what we're doing for each other now, is all helping each other out, right? More than ever. Saskia, you've got the Go For It card too. Be firmer. Be firmer in what you want. Oh. In the changes that you want in your life. It's like the slate has been wiped clean. We don't need to go back to what we were doing before. We can choose what we want now. It's the perfect time to do that. Not to set things off now, but to get ready for it now. Or some people can set things off like Aphrodite. But yeah, just getting ready for that. It's the perfect time to do that. And so go for it. Get really firm in what it is that you want to do, how you want life to change. And look at this, Saskia. You got to release guilt about maybe what you were doing before, or release guilt about what it is that you want to do, and release all the doubt too. So you've got an inner game going on at the moment to get ready for this. To get ready for going for whatever it is that you want. Stop that doubt from kicking in. There's divine order to all of this. As chaotic as it is. When we go through chaos on a personal level, we see afterwards that it was right for us, don't we? We see that those shake-ups, those relationship breakups, the job, falling apart, or getting the sack or something like that. We see down the line how it was perfect for us, how we were being shifted into where we needed to be, or better relationships. How many times were relationships end and then we're we wouldn't have ended it ourselves, but then we see afterwards that we should have ended it ourselves, and it was right for us. So this is just on a bigger scale. It's just happening to a lot more people. And even if nothing is happening to us, even if we're not getting the virus or anything, or not getting any symptoms from it, still we're getting so much benefit from this. It's like a tower moment for all of us. And it's going to be positive for all of us. Yeah. So interesting. Interesting times for sure. Anyone else want a reading? What do you want your life to be like, Saskia? And why are you doubting and feeling guilty? It's very interesting timing as well for this new moon. I don't know, have you checked out your new moon readings? Put those up last night. But yeah, it's a very interesting time. Because new moon's about setting things off, and it's like people are going to get bored and over it. I've seen that already on social media. People are backing off it now. People are bored of it, you know. We can't spend months just talking about the same thing, guessing about things, passing stuff around. It's like, okay, time to get off social media. Just use it for how it benefits you, for getting in touch with friends or something, and get on with focusing on something good. I bought myself a new book a couple of days ago, so I'm going to be reading that. I'm going to be recording those videos for the weight loss program. I might actually make it cheaper, Saskia. I don't know, I was thinking about that. I might make it cheaper. The recorded version, and I'll still be doing like group question Q&As and that. It'll still be an interactive program, but more of a group program thing. We'll see. So yeah, there's positive things to get focused on right now. And we've got to remember, you know, set that intention to have peace, to move forward, to trust ourselves, and trust what's happening too. So interesting. I'm finding it interesting, especially in the work that I do as well, picking up on the energies. Because nobody's higher self is freaking out right now. No one that's been getting readings with me, my higher self isn't freaking out right now. In fact, I had another serendipity last night. I had another thing just working out perfectly for me, divine timing. And I'm like, wow, this is like, I'm exactly where I should be. I'm doing exactly what I should be doing. And, you know, and I'm thinking about all the past months where I've been trying and doing stuff. Maybe even me focusing on the YouTube channel is to be ready for this, you know, to be able to reach people like this. And just there's just like little things in my life that are just working out perfectly right now. And then whenever it happens, I'm like, well, I can see that, you know, I can see I'm being supported. It's very nice feeling. Have you guys been having that too? That the synchronicities and just things. I don't know. It's just like little things. I won't talk about what it is because I don't know. It's kind of personal. But yeah, everything happens for a reason in the right time. Sure, divine timing. Divine timing. Aphrodite, my ex-husband is freaking out. He called me Friday night in a panic about this virus, and he couldn't understand why I wasn't worried. Yeah, you got to distance yourself, Aphrodite. I know. And then, no, we've got to be there to support people, but I know. It's like, if they're freaking out and if they're just in the drama, do you really want to be having those phone calls? I know I don't. Yeah, reflecting a lot. Yeah, me too. And I was thinking, like, I might just take a few days and, like, sit in meditation and stuff, but I'm feeling good. It's like a lot of people are getting readings, so I'm like, I'm just going to keep going. I'm feeling good. I'm going to keep going. I've got that book there, that new book there, but I haven't had time to start reading it yet, so it's good. I'm feeling good. I'm able to work. It's really needed at the moment, so I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Anyone else wants a reading? Anyone else there watching, lurking in the background? I just need a pee, so I might go. That's what 3 coffees do to you. I also had my tea. I had a lot of tea this morning with apple cider vinegar in it. Still doing that, which is why I keep on clearing my throat. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we just need to do that. We just need to look after ourselves first, right? You don't need to be there for people freaking out. Can we really help them by listening to them? I don't think so. I don't think we're really helping them. And it's not people that are freaking out that are asking for readings from me either. It's people that are wanting a positive direction, you know. And so yeah, I know it's not my place to try and calm people down or to calm, we reach people that are around our vibration, not people that are completely the opposite vibration. We're not here, to turn black to white. We're not. We're not here to do that. And so, yeah, just stay in your own lane. You don't need, it's good to take care of yourself. It's good to listen to your own guidance. And your own guidance is when you're on the phone to someone that's freaking out, it starts pulling you into that, doesn't it? We can never reach down and pull people up from really low vibration compared to where we're at. We can't bridge that gap. It ends up bringing us down there. So, yeah. Be careful of doing that. Listen to your guidance, your internal guidance, your emotions. When you start feeling bad or drained, listen to that and shut it down, because you've got to take care of yourself. You can't do anything. This time more than any time ever. You've got to fill your cup first. You've got to make sure that you're all right. You've got to put your oxygen mask on first, right? Before you help other people. And if the person that you're trying to help, it's like, when you're a dive instructor or something, or taking people snorkeling, you learn how to deal, or I'm a rescue, I'm not an instructor, I'm a rescue diver. But you learn, once you get to that level, you learn how to rescue people, but you learn how to calm people down. And there comes a point where someone's panicking, where you have to push them away and let them drown. And it's weird, if you've done life saving and swimming, there's a point where you have to do that. If someone is really freaking out, you have to push them away and let them drown. Otherwise, they're going to drown you too, and you can't help anyone else if they do that. It's happened one time with me when I was taking people snorkeling. One guy started freaking out, and I had to do it. I had to be really firm with him. Right, you're taught as a rescue diver to actually punch them in the face if they're causing people harm, or they're about to cause people harm or trying to cause you harm. And I didn't have to do that, but I had to be very firm with him because he was putting lives in danger of people around him. And yeah, so only one time I've had to do that, but that's where we're at right now, is that we've got to do that same thing too. We've got to look after ourselves first, our emotional state. Yeah. The book is, let me find it. Come on. Why is my iPad so slow? This one. The Tibetan Yogas of Dream and Sleep. It was mentioned by a guest of Joe Rogan on his podcast a couple of days ago, and I bought it straight away. As soon as he said the name, I went back, like my intuition kicked in saying, get that. I skipped back 10 seconds in the YouTube video, in the YouTube video to get the name of the book, because it's a really weird name of the book. It's hard to remember. The Tibetan Yogas of Dream and Sleep. Get this. And I jump on it straight away. And I haven't bought a book for ages, in fact. I haven't had time. I haven't had reading time. So I'll let you know. I'll do a book review for you on here when I'm reading it. Seems really interesting. So that'll be me. Maybe in a few days' time. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. So thank you everyone for coming along. Don't forget, click like on this. Help people to see my videos. Check out your new moon reads on my YouTube channel. What else? Yeah, get a half price new moon read as well. I'm ready for them today, just once I've been shopping. For my food, I so wanted junk food last night. After being in training and being so disappointed that it was closed down, and yeah, having a bit of an emotional reaction to that. I thought I might cry when I came home after getting that news, because everyone was like, game over. But I actually didn't. I didn't want to. I was like, I'm going to be all right. I can work out by myself. It's not a problem. And, but then later on in the evening, I was like, damn, I wish I'd have bought chocolate bars. I so wanted to do the emotional eating thing. I will enjoy the rest of my weekend. Thank you, Aphrodite. You too. You need to go shopping too. Yeah. Everything's okay here. I mean, people aren't panic buying here. So everything's available. It's all good. Well, everything. We live on a small island. So what is usually available is available. We're used to that. We're used to things not being available sometimes here. It's okay. We all get by somehow. Thanks everyone for coming. Stick on in there. Remember, be peaceful and sort yourself out first. I don't get the dark stuff. Well, sometimes I do, Matt, but that's not what I was craving. I was craving the junk. They have these chocolate bars here, and you can get them in big boxes of like 12 or 24 of them. And I put them in the freezer, and they're not too bad. It's like wafer and Rice Krispies and chocolate and caramel. Yum. I'm going to get some today. Bye. Hold on in there. Stick on in there. See you tomorrow. I'll be on here tomorrow. Bye. No, junk isn't, but I'm pretty healthy the rest of the time, Matt. Bye.